My girlfriend posted a TikTok calling me her practice husband while I was standing at the grill at our family barbecue. Her friends spammed the comments, "He's giving test run vibes, father." I didn't argue. I didn't even eat. I just set down the ring box I had hidden in my pocket for later that night and drove off. 3 weeks later, her sister texted, "She cries every time someone brings up your name and is begging for you to come back." I, 32M, had been dating Alexis, 29F, for 3 years. I thought we were perfect together. We rarely fought, had similar interests, and mostly aligned on major life decisions. Marriage and kids were topics we discussed seriously, and I believed we were on the same page. I loved her family, and I thought they loved me too. Her sister, Maddie, 27F, was probably the closest to me. We had a great rapport, shared the same dry sense of humor, and she'd often joke that I was the brother she never had. Alexis and I had been living together for almost 2 years in a house I bought just before we met. I'd saved for years to afford it, working overtime and sacrificing vacations to build equity instead of throwing money away on rent. I was proud of my little 3-bedroom ranch-style home in a quiet suburb. It wasn't fancy, but it was mine, and I poured my heart into making it a place where we could build a life together. I'm a civil engineer, which means I'm practical to a fault and plan everything meticulously. Alexis works in social media marketing, managing accounts for local businesses. She's creative, spontaneous, and honestly a bit more image conscious than I am. She's always had a decent following on Instagram and TikTok, posting lifestyle content and relationship stuff, but I never paid much attention to it. That was her world, and I was happy to stay out of the frame. Our relationship wasn't perfect, whose is? But I truly believed we were solid. I'd been planning to propose for months, had saved up for a ring that cost me 3 months' salary, and was just waiting for the right moment. I decided our annual family barbecue at my parents' place would be perfect. Both our families would be there, the setting was beautiful, and it felt right to propose in a place filled with so much love and history. It was a gorgeous Saturday in June. My parents' backyard was decorated with string lights, the weather was perfect, and about 30 of our closest friends and family members were gathered for our annual summer barbecue. As per tradition, I was manning the grill, cooking up burgers and steaks for everyone. I felt the ring box in my pocket every few minutes, making sure it was still there, rehearsing what I would say when I got down on one knee later that evening. Alexis was bouncing around between groups, laughing and talking with everyone. She seemed happy, which made me happy. I noticed she was on her phone a lot, but that wasn't unusual. She was constantly posting stories and checking her socials. I didn't think anything of it. My cousin Jake came over to the grill to grab a beer from the cooler and hang out with me for a bit. "Dude, have you seen Alexis's latest TikTok?" he asked, looking uncomfortable. "No, why?" He hesitated. "Maybe you should check it out." I shrugged it off at first, focused on not burning the food. But something in his tone made me uneasy. About 15 minutes later, I handed off grill duty to my dad and pulled out my phone. I rarely use TikTok, but I had the app so I could occasionally see what Alexis posted. I opened it and went to her profile. The most recent video had been posted 45 minutes ago and already had hundreds of comments. The video showed Alexis with a group of her friends, doing some dance trend I didn't recognize. But it was the caption that felt like a punch to the gut.